All right, let's start off this segment. This is a Hasan segment. It's about how Hasan received backlash for interviewing a particular person. It's right here, interviewing, the Yemeni Timothee Chalamet. Very interesting. Looking through his videos, a lot of this seems to be very drama oriented, political drama, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm a big drama guy, I guess, too. But anyway, this is it. Hasanabi reacts to the backlash from the interview. I want to do a quick rundown on who this guy is. That's what I want to do. I read into it, but I'd rather just kind of show you the article that I read into. I don't think he's an actual pirate, unfortunately. But hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, it seems like he's only popular because he's attractive. So I guess he's basically just Hasan from Yemen. The hot Houthi, Timothee Chalamet lookalike, who says he's longing for martyrdom as a 19-year-old pirate, goes viral. How he warned U.S. and U.K. they face their end and hates his comparison, oh my God, to the Willy Wonka star. Oh, he doesn't sound like a great guy, but okay. A young Yemeni man who went viral on social media and was dubbed the Timothee Chalamet. Has said he's longing for martyrdom and warned the U.S. and U.K. that they face their end if they continue to fight the Houthis. So my understanding is the Houthis are a militant group. That's what some like to say instead of a terrorist organization. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think they have sympathy for Hamas. Doesn't seem like the greatest in the entire world. I don't know the history. I'm not going to speak too much to it. I'm not super educated on it. So we're going to leave it at that. I don't have a lot of that I could actually say. Rashid al-Hadid, a 19-year-old from LBB government in central Yemen, captured the attention of netizens. I don't know any of these words, bro. By posting videos on social media of himself aboard the Galaxy Leader, a prominent Disney ride. I'm just kidding. A cargo ship seized by the Iran-backed rebels last year. He quickly earned the nickname due to his likeliness to the Hollywood star Timothee Chalamet, with the number of users on X calling him the hot Houthi and commenting on how attractive they found him. That's pretty much the reason why he's popular, is because he's attractive. That's pretty much it. However, there's so many ads. However, Rashid also said he is a self-proclaimed Red Sea pirate, and while not a member of the Yemen group, said he is ready for sacrifice and longing for martyrdom, while supporting the group's actions in the region in solidarity with Palestine. Even as the U.S. redesignated the Houthis as a terror group. All right, so yeah, they're a terrorist organization. I feel empathy for people in Palestine. I understand probably a two-state solution, possibly even reparations from Israel to Palestine for some of the land that was taken. But at the end of the day, I don't call for the eradication of an entire area. So, and that is what Hamas wants. So, anyway, my understanding is he went onto the ship after it's become somewhat of a tourist attraction, but that'll probably be in here later. He also asked his admirers to stop gushing over his looks. He said he does not appreciate the comparisons with the Willy Wonka star and told Mail Online that above all, he supports the Palestinian cause and their actions of the Houthi rebels. Wow. Look at how attractive he is. Is that him? Oh no, wait, it's not. Since the Hamas terror group carried out its deadly terror attack against Israel October 7th, prompting the Jewish state to launch an assault on Gaza, Houthi militants have been attacking ships in the region, slowing trade between Asia and Europe. The group says its attacks are being carried out in solidarity with the Palestinian people and, in particular, those in Gaza. But the attacks have alarmed major powers, with the U.S. and U.K. launching strikes on Houthi sites, aiming to degrade their ability to attack ships in the Red Sea. The most recent U.S. strikes were carried out overnight. The Galaxy Leader, which Rashid boarded, was hijacked by at least 10 armed Houthis in the Red Sea on November 19th, who used a helicopter to board the vessel. Since then, it has been moored in waters off the coast of Yemen and turned into a tourist attraction. Terrorist tourist attraction. Sorry. With with influencers going onto the deck. There we go. I don't know if I just can't read her. That's a weird sentence. Rashid is among those who have visited the ship since it was seized. The wavy-haired TikToker first posted a video of himself approaching the huge Bahamas-flagged Japan-chartered Galaxy Leader vessel in a small boat. In another clip, he is then seen standing on the deck of the Galaxy Leader, waving the flag of Yemen, while a third clip shows him below the deck walking through the large empty space that likely once held some of the ship's cargo. Users online were quick to note his resemblance of... Okay, we get it. He looks like fucking Timothee Chalamet. How many times are you going to tell me this in the article? Oh, he was in Willy Wonka. Blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ. Why is... Okay, great. This is somebody that joked. Other commenters, how attractive he was. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care about that. The first thing when the Houthis took the ship... Well, we were relieved for the sake of our brothers in Palestine, he said in a series of messages. The ship will remain in the Red Sea until they lifted the siege on the Gaza Strip, and the entire Yemeni people also wanted to visit the ship. Great. On his thoughts about the U.S.-UK strikes on Yemen, Rashid said there is no problem. We are all Yemens, and they Houthis are Yemenis. Houthis is just a title. Okay, well, that's the terrorist organization, apparently. They are my brothers, and they are my relatives. We are not afraid of anything, but their war will not affect Yemen, but rather it will end it will be their end if they play with us. Okay, so he sounds like he has a lot of sympathy for this terrorist organization. Gotcha. Rashid also addressed people comparing... Okay, we get it. He addressed people talking about how he's the blah, 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 blah. I'm a Yemeni Muslim. I support Palestine cause, and I do not think about what they say about me on social media. My goal is for people to interact and take the side of Palestine. We just need a really hot Jew. We need a hot Jewish guy. We need a hot Jewish guy for them to... so that people will be like, oh my God, maybe Israel does deserve some sympathy as well, you know? I'll be grateful to everybody in my opinion. I thank them all, people commenting online, but they focus on beauty and did not focus on the Palestinian issue. Rashid also spoke with popular American Twitch streamer Hasan Piker, who has over 2.6 million followers on Tuesday. Whoa. Speaking through a translator, he reiterated his support for the people of Palestine, but refused to be drawn on whether or not he himself was a Houthi rebel. Okay. Through the translator, he told Piker the only motivation that they have is their solidarity with Palestine and to stop the attack on Palestine. He also said that the U.S.-UK strikes are nothing new for Yemens, pointing out the fact that the Houthi-controlled region of northern Yemen was, for several years, a target of an intense bombing campaign by Saudi Arabia from 2015. They are almost honored to be targeted by the U.S. because they are confronting the U.S. head-on directly. Okay. Piker's translator clarified. Wow. Comments from Rashid's online have given conflicting accounts on whether he himself is a soldier. While he denied it in the mail online, and to Piker on Instagram, he answered yes when asked by a user of the social media platform if he was a soldier. Okay, sounds like another LARPer. Right. Him and Hasan. Like kissy boys. Pictures on Instagram from last year showed him standing still on a hill with an AK-47. Pretty awesome. He took to Twitter to ask his legion of newfound fans to stop focusing on his looks. There he wrote, I did not talk about beauty, blah, 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 blah. I hope my message will reach you. Okay, it's the same shit we've been hearing. Holy fuck. Like, why can't these articles be concise? He got a lot of followers, and his TikTok got banned, blah, blah, blah. People, again, they're making a lot of... Oh, yeah, Piker asked about... said he was like, asked him about One Piece, which was bizarre. Rashid told Piker he's watching the anime series, but said through the translator, okay, why the fuck are these even questions that are asked? Great. You know what? This is good. We did it. What else matters? Rashid's comments came as the U.S. military said on Wednesday his forces connect, blah, 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 and same in social media. He goes, okay, who these missiles? Okay, great. It seems like we were good. We're good. A lot of this is just fluff. But the Houthis who control most of Yemen say that they are acting in solidarity with Palestine and Gaza. Gotcha. Okay, so this is a quick little recap of who this guy is. And let's just watch Hasan react to people saying things about him. That's what this is all about. Let's just go.
People died, and you
okay.
People died, and you said you don't trust them. So what?
You are the main story on the Philly D.
Beautiful.
Oh, God damn. That's going to be annoying. Hasan Piker platforming terrorist scandal? That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, God.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, it seems to be in, contestment whether he actually is part of the Houthis. So, I mean, I guess that would be kind of what it is, if that was what it was. Does that make sense?
Oh, here we fucking go. Come on, Philip.
Come on, Philip, dude.
And then in social media news connected to real world news, there are people fighting about a question.
This is such a ridiculous fucking thing, dude.
Is Hasan Piker platforming terrorism? That's what a chunk of the internet is fighting about right now, and it's all because of a person that the internet has dubbed.
No, they're not. No, they're not. This is not a real fucking thing, okay? This is not a real argument. It's going to become one now because it's like growing into a larger momentum, but that's because people look at accounts like fucking this guy, okay, and they go, this is a real valid concern. I'm sorry, but if you look at a fucking meme like this and go, well, this is real
it looks like a thumbnail of a video.
Anyone contentions here, it's like, come on.
Okay.
How do these guys always lap up AstroTurf drama from motherfucking anime avatar accounts, dude? Jesus.
Bro, isn't this like what this is just the field as people talk about this shit all the time? Yes. Okay.
Christ.
Damn.
Oh, it's like one Discord server that gets to manipulate literally half of liberal online journalists. Like, how is this possible?
Timothee Chalamet. Right? We've talked in greater detail about the
Timothee.
Houthis and TikToks, even in yesterday's show and others. But the oversimplified TLDR, in case this is the first video that you stumbled upon where I'm talking about it, is that they're a Yemeni rebel group. They recently attacked ships in the Red Sea in response to Israel's attacks on Gaza. And very notably, that has included U.S. vessels. So actually, as of this morning, Biden has redesignated the Houthis as terrorists, which is very big because he previously removed them from that list. But this is the Houthi leaders have defended their actions, saying they're doing what they're doing to support the Palestinian people and to pressure Israel and its allies to end the war. And so all of that brings...
Never mind, it's not too bad actually so far.
But you might actually recognize...
Well, it's Philip DeFranco. You wouldn't really expect it to be like super biased. So.
From his viral videos like this one, with one person sharing it on Twitter with a caption, Yemeni pirates posting casual TikToks while the entire Western Imperial Corps having a meltdown about their blockade on their ships is the funniest
super based.
2024, surely. You Advice actually doing a piece on it, identifying him as Rashid al-Haddad, noting that in that clip, he's on the Galaxy Leader, which is a cargo ship seized last year by the Houthis. But they also said that there's no clear evidence that he was actually part of the raid that captured the ship, but he did
Well, no, I think it's like a tourist spot,
post
right?
photos of him in gear and carrying weapons, so people online have called him a pirate. And yesterday, political commentator Hasan actually interviewed him on his stream, and saying in a later post, I interviewed the Yemeni, quote, pirate yesterday, and all he cares about is freeing Palestine. Turns out he's not part of any militancy, according to him, and is 19. Spent most of his life being bombed, says he welcomes all who defend Palestine no matter their...
I spent most of my life being the bomb, too.
background. And right off the bat, with the way that Hasan started the interview, you had people accusing him of trying to baby girlify a terrorist. Because Hasan asked
what?
him if he's seen the anime One Piece, and then actually comparing the Houthis.
It is a weird question, because I watched a little bit of the interview before I came on here. I did a little dirty rewatching, and it was one of the first questions. It was so weird. Like, if you're going to ask that question, I feel like, wouldn't you ask that later? I don't think Hasan's interviewing skills are particularly good. Probably because he didn't even, like, plan an interview. He just decided to talk to the guy. But, like, outside of that, I mean, maybe I'm missing some crucial context, and you guys can criticize me for that. But it just seems like he talked to himself, but from Yemen. That's all it seems like to me. Somebody who wants to be, like, a political content creator in some capacity, honestly.
To the show's main character.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do.
Hasan also asking if he's part of a militancy or just a TikToker, which he said through his interpreter.
His answer is a Yemeni who stands with Palestine.
Hasan then asking him what compelled him to
I think that's fair.
actually go on the ships, as well as other questions about news coverage about the situation and motivations behind it.
Says he likes adventures and he is a big supporter of Palestine. He's just reiterating that the cause is to cause disruption to the shipments that Americans have interest in until they stop bombing Gaza, and that if they weren't affected by it, then they wouldn't.
No, this is not bad. It's just clickbait title. Or unless it like takes a heel turn. Oh, it's gonna take a heel turn. Never mind.
Everybody's using wrestling terms lately, dude. I gotta love it.
Fucking framing Destiny as a decent interlocutor in this subject.
Oh shit, interlocutor. Thank you so much for the 2-month medium gut from HU Air. Hey, Papa Gut, love ya. First time catching the stream. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, brother.
DeFranco, you're putting a fucking person who was
all right. Let's hear. That's what he says.
He said, "I am Osama bin Laden," and is like one of the most Islamophobic people, literally in liberal media.
Just to be clear, Destiny hates all religions. So I don't know if he's actually Islamophobic or he just hates literally all religions.
Retaliate on you.
But you got to be consistent, bro. You got to hate them all or hate none of them. You know, unless you're religious, then you're allowed to do whatever you want, I guess.
And in this, there are also other bits unrelated to the conflict, or things like what is life like in Yemen, what other TV shows that he watches, stuff like that. And so with all this, depending on where you went online,
they have One Piece in Yemen.
You had people having drastically different reactions. There was a lot of backlash, people saying Hasan was platforming a terrorist.
Like the people that he's platforming in this coverage are random ass fans of Destiny who are absolute psychopaths. Okay. I'm sorry. This is not like valid coverage. This is not real. Okay. I mean, maybe he'll show like the other side of the story.
Honing in on that whole One Piece comparison, saying that's brain rot. It's actually one of the most...
That part is true. That is a little brain rot.
Viral reactions to that being from political commentator Destiny.
Dude, we think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
God, he's so cringe. He's like such a cringe loser. I would pay so...
Dude, it's so...
I mean, so far, that's true. You're asking about fucking One Piece and saying that the Houthis are basically like fucking Luffy. That's cringe. He's not wrong.
Oh, sick. I hadn't seen this clip, but I do love personally that this is what stands for political commentary. That's awesome.
Okay, well, let's be real here. Let's be real. We're all in the political drama. Well, they obviously do more politics than me. Well, Destiny's more informed than Hasan, obviously, but Stop pretending like you're doing this really sanitized political commentary. Like if you go to Hasan's page, it's political drama. It's not like actual political commentary. So like, oh, this is what passes for this. This is what you do. What are you talking about? This is what's going on here. This is political drama here. A lot of this is political drama. Like that's just what it is. All right? So it is what it is, bro. It's okay.
He'd raise $1 million to send this dude to go fight in Yemen, and then all of us would volunteer for the Navy. Holy shit, he's such a cringe, LARPing loser. I cannot believe, like, nobody in the
Is that Destiny's new girlfriend? Wow, dude. Whoa.
history, no fascist ever could have dreamed of such an amazing representation of socialism as the most anti-American, like, pro.
Wait, so his political commentary is that I should go to Yemen and get blown to bits?
Yeah, probably not exactly the best look for him, though. In all honesty, that probably doesn't look good from a mainstream perspective for Destiny. For like the online, his fans are like, "Oh, this is fucking based," but probably doesn't look too great. Probably doesn't speak well to him there.
That's the
Did they bomb a bunch of boats that nothing to do with Palestine? Probably. I mean, they're a fucking terrorist organization. I don't know. Like
political. That's the retort that he has.
Are you calling him retorted, dude? What the
and
fuck?
That I'm cringe.
True. That is true.
Like, my take on the One Piece comparison is, one, partially a joke, but two, to, try to open up more conversation. So he doesn't.
I don't believe that. I think that Hasan didn't know what to talk about because he didn't plan the interview, and he's a bad interviewer, so he's like, what do you think about One Piece? He probably just started watching the show too, so he's like, "Oh, what if I ask this guy about One Piece?" Oh, great. I mean, again, that's like a end of the interview question, But whatever, I don't care. Do you?
Doesn't immediately assume that this is a hostile audience. If you guys noticed in that interview, I also asked if he had any affiliations.
Okay.
How dare you relate to people through shared interests? Exactly,
dude. What's happening right now?
Great take, man. Thank you for your political commentary on this matter. I'm cringe, and I should
True.
get blown to bits. And
That one probably not so much.
you should join the Navy with your fucking loser 38-year-old IT specialist brigade of cyber stalkers.
What? This is crazy.
I love his commentary being, I hope American empire kills you. And Philip DeFranco's like, well, I think these things are valid.
I don't think that he's saying it's valid. I think he's just... Why are you going... I mean, listen, the Destiny criticisms are pretty reasonable. It's probably a little too far to say we should blow up Hasan after he joins the military. But why are you going after Philip DeFranco? Like he did something wrong. Okay.
Islamic terrorist, Turkish immigrant loser that is like cheering on attacks
An Islamic terrorist Turkish immigrant loser.
on merchant ships as this multi-millionaire guy living in West Hollywood.
On the other side of this, you had people defending Hasan, saying that Hasan is actually doing the public an enormous service by speaking to a regular Yemeni guy with regular hopes, dreams.
He's not a regular Yemeni guy. He's an attractive guy people like. Let's just be clear. That's why Hasan's talking to him, because he thought he can get views off of it.
And hobbies, and asking,
which, like, it's part of the game. I'm just saying he's not really a regular guy. It's the halo effect. People look at that guy and go, oh, he's attractive, and they want to talk to him. That's really what it comes down to.
Where were you?
I like that the people defending me are being like, hey, man, it's normal to humanize a regular 19-year-old that's, like, grown up being blown to bits.
Okay.
And then the people who are attacking me are like, hey, this Islamic supremacist Muslim terrorist loser should go to Yemen and get blown to bits by the Navy. I can't wait for all of us to go and join the Navy so we can kill him.
Yeah, we've established that.
That's good. I love the liberal framework here. It's like one side is like, oh, you interviewed someone whose experience has been death and destruction their entire lives that we are currently justifying to kill. Okay. Well, I hate that. You're a Muslim supremacist terrorist fuck from Turkey who we should kill our...
Well, I mean, based on your past things that you've said, I mean, it's understandable why somebody would think that. So...
ourselves. Will there be a punishment?
I mean, you talked about how Russia had like a valid claim to attack Ukrainian people like a fucking idiot.
Papa WWYDU if Hasan got a low take per fade.
I come. Well, this is the thing. Is like when it came to, I don't think Hasan. Whatever, dude. I don't care. He like some of it's valid. It's just like all of this is just brain rot at this point.
For these racist remarks, of course not, because
didn't you call him like a fucking Cuban slur before? You don't care about racism. Shut up.
People think that is scathing commentary. They think that is
scathing.
insightful. Because
most of this is just talking about how bad the commentary is. It's like, okay, like engage with the commentary and say that it's like it's stupid, but like it feels like most of this is just kind of lazily going like, well, the commentary's bad. This is what commentary is. Commentary. Oh, this guy basically shouldn't be doing commentary. Fuck, I should have got that clover.
A lot of people can lean on pre-existing structural forms of oppression.
Whoa, big words.
That is precisely why, and I will show you.
I think I'm gonna come actually watching this video. Come on, bro.
There is
You're fucking
I
trolling
believe
right
it was
now.
a Wall Street Journal
Oh, God, wait to listen to this guy fucking yap.
article
This is on 25%.
that featured the Biden administration's opinions on what should happen in Gaza. Okay?
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. I wonder if he deleted it or not, but we'll see.
Okay.
John Podhoretz, like the guy in question was born in 2005, which means he was like 9 when the war in Yemen started in 2014. I think people don't realize this. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys remember the John Podhoretz tweet? Maybe you guys saw it. Maybe you didn't.
It gets
Let
to
me
the
see
point.
if I can find it. I don't know if he deleted it or not.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, by the way, people interview those with opposing viewpoints all the time. Opposing viewpoints to you all the time. So if you interview him and put it on YouTube, you'd be a journalist, but since it's on Twitch, you should be killed. Yeah. Exactly.
What?
Hold on. Do you have the Treat King John Podhoretz's tweet about the Arab reporter from, I think it was Wall Street Journal or Washington Post? He quote tweeted this guy
What does this have to do with anything?
openly saying that here. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Is this it? Yeah. Akbar Shahid Ahmed
Wait, I need this.
wrote about the Biden administration and what the Biden administration's plans were for Gaza, which was a continuation of the Trump administration's opinion on what to do with Gaza.
Okay,
right?
which is what?
Completely wrote off Palestinians entirely.
Doubt that's true at all, but okay.
The Biden administration turned around and said that this was fake news. This was actually good journalism. This the reporting from Akbar Shahid Ahmed. John Podhoretz responded to that by saying, "I am going to call you Hamas boy from now on, Hamas boy." Now,
Oh, it's used to shield Israel from human rights scrutiny, but advocates. Oh, I'm assuming. I think that's just that the U.S. said that Israel had a right to defend itself. That was pretty much it. Okay.
John Podhoretz.
And there's never any criticism for Hamas, using their own people as a human shield. But hey, fuck it, right?
Is literally the editor of commentary. He's a columnist for the New York Post, and he used to be the co-founder of the Weekly Standard. This guy is a right-wing shithead that gets a lot of coverage in mainstream media.
What does that have to do with Destiny? I don't understand.
This is a legitimate person
What is this?
of notoriety.
Okay.
Why does he feel so comfortable saying that about
I'm going to call you Hamas boy. Okay.
a Middle Eastern reporter, an American reporter of Middle Eastern descent? Because
Don't you call everybody terrorists? I don't agree. I don't. What the fuck? What is this?
Islamophobia is perfectly allowed. Anti-Arab sentiment, anti-MENA sentiment in general is perfectly allowed.
I mean, I'm assuming that they called him Hamas boy because he feels that they misconstrued a statement. I don't know. Even if it is racist, what does it have to do with... Let's say it is. Maybe it is. Super racist, what he's saying. Or Islamophobic. What does that have to do with Destiny? Like, I don't understand.
Loud. Okay? And liberals have no way of going, wait a minute, this guy's just being...
Like, is there something that Destiny says specifically about, like, Muslims that he doesn't say about Christian religion? I don't understand. What is it? What makes Destiny, like, super Islamophobic in this way where it's, like, hateful? I mean, you could just tell me. I could just be wrong.
a fucking racist piece of shit. Okay? He's not
Okay.
even Middle Eastern, he's Pakistani. Okay. Regardless, it's all under the same umbrella. If you are Muslim or if you have a Muslim name, I mean, look at me. This is a great example.
What?
I'm not Arab. I'm Turkish. I'm
Okay.
pretty white passing,
Okay.
right?
Cool.
But all of a sudden, you're a fucking terrorist, dog.
Well, it's because you run defense for anything that's anti-Western, even though you love the West because you live here. Like you were downplaying the Ukrainian struggle, saying that Russia had like a reasonable claim to land because they, despite the fact that the Russia genocided a bunch of Ukrainians to take that land. That's pretty much it. Like you don't really. That's why people feel that way because you constantly run defense for them. You literally have said specifically that you don't talk about Israel in any positive light because you don't, I don't know, want your fans to think you're right wing, even though. All you have to say is like, yeah, they're doing bad things and they shouldn't be, but there should still be some kind of like, Israelis are still people. Like, yeah, you just don't really seem to care about anything that's West in any capacity. You put no blame on Hamas for killing their own people and using them as shields. Yeah, okay, cool. You allow your entire your audience to shit on Ethan for being like anti-Muslim or anti, Palestine, even though he's not. Yeah, like of course you hate America. Like okay, whatever. It's nothing to do with racism. You're a bad person. I don't. Okay,
you're a terrorist.
Okay.
I have a feeling that Podhoretz might be describing a Pakistani writer as Hamas boy for reasons other than his actual writing. Pretty amazing how just blatantly Islamophobic these men can be, says Elad Nehorai.
Elon Musk. What the
these
fuck?
men can be without any professional repercussions. It's just
my God.
The way their world works.
It's crazy, dude.
It is the exact same reason as to why that dude who worked in the Obama administration on Israel-Palestine in the State Department felt comfortable being so overwhelmingly racist that that halal cart guy.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Because that's normal. He's like, what do you mean? I do this all the time. Like, what? Of course I'm going to be fucking profoundly racist to this dude. Profoundly Islamophobic to this dude.
I know what he's talking
because
about.
Because the reality is.
Tell me, Daddy. What's the reality?
This is a decent substitute for genuine political commentary and genuine retorts.
Islamic terrorist, Turkish immigrant loser that is Islamic terrorism as the most anti-American, like pro-Islamic terrorist, Turkish immigrant loser that is like cheering on attacks on merchant ships as this multi-millionaire guy living in West Hollywood.
On the other side of
Okay.
Great commentary.
Okay.
Seems pretty good.
We
Seems
said
like
that
a
before.
pretty valid retort there.
you had people defending Hasan, saying that Hasan is like,
I think he would do a better job if he didn't just like get so horny with his anger and once again demonstrate that.
Well, he's right about that.
He just simply cannot look at the situation from a decent moral framework that he supposedly.
No, I think that Destiny does look at these situations from like decent moral frameworks. I think that he just gets caught up sometimes getting too angry and then saying like dumb shit. And like, yeah, saying that Hasan should join the military so that he can get bombed or attacked by the Navy is probably not a very good statement to make.
Is defending all the time.
Okay.
Isn't this Connor guy being responded to in the tweet here, the counterpoints loser who was a cop who assaulted his wife? That's what I've heard. Anyway, this guy works for him, I think, but let's continue.
It's actually doing the public an enormous service by speaking to a regular Yemeni guy with regular hopes, dreams, and hobbies, and asking, where were you for the past 10 years when the Yemeni people lost lives and limbs just for the crime of existing? Another saying that the interview is actually amazing, with Hasan humanizing him and wanting us to understand that he's just a normal Yemeni teen. But with all that
Just
said,
a
I gotta pass the question
normal
off to you.
guy.
Where do you land on this? I know there's two camps. I don't know if there's
I personally don't give a fuck.
a third where you're landing somewhere in between. What do you think about
You were kind of taking him out of context, even in that clip. Wait, really? Can you please explain to me the worthwhile commentary of someone saying I'm like a cringe pro-Islamic terrorist loser
Okay.
from Turkey that should go into Yemen, and then you guys can kill, your fan base can go and join the Navy so you can kill me? What's the commentary there? Oh, you mean just the beginning? You're kind of taking him out of context? You missed the start of his sentence? I love the brain worms that people have where they're like, no, you don't understand. This is actually, I'm going to sit here and intellectualize a racist screed that you've heard 1,000 times over from many different types of people, including in the right-wing sphere of influence, but certainly from liberal commentators as well.
Cool.
Like the notion that there is some genuine, valid, principled stance here and not pure Islamophobia is hilarious. Okay? It is no different than the Reddit debates that I read when like...
You're saying that you read it?
The two dumbest motherfuckers on the planet duked it out on the Trainwreck podcast. Okay, Aiden Ross versus Destiny, right? Where Destiny's literal fucking argument supposedly was simply saying that one of Aiden's Muslim friends was actually a terrorist who died with a suicide bomb. He made a fucking suicide bomb joke, and then his entire psychopathic fan base on Reddit were trying to moralize.
I remember watching that. I think that Aiden came in fucking with Destiny about his, like, I think that was right when he got his divorce. And then he started saying some wild shit about him and his friend. Again, like, I don't think he was necessarily I think it was a joke. But that kind of gets him in trouble because he keeps making jokes like that and engaging with that. But okay.
Is that and intellectualize that to be like, well, actually, the likelihood that someone who's of Muslim descent, a random Muslim person who probably would die by being a suicide bomber, is actually quite high, which is precisely the reason why
Okay.
making that claim is perfect.
Why are you reading Reddit about Destiny? That's what I'm hearing here. I read Reddit posts about Destiny a lot. Oh, okay.
Valid. Now, of course, the other side of that conversation is not a valid one either. Aiden responded by calling him the F slur like a fucking million times over. They were having a mid-off.
Okay.
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 Whew.
Cool.
I mean, here. You want to know? You want to know what his fan base looks like? I hope he cries on stream when his new co-host is in multiple pieces. The #1 political pundit in alt media.
Don't you constantly praise alternative media though? As long as it's on your side. You're constantly reading articles about like from alt media, like when it comes to what Hamas has done, even though there's substantially less credibility for them. What is he talking about?
In the alt media world is interviewing Houthi pirates. You literally can't make this shit up, lol. They deserve all the things.
Oh yeah, okay.
I cannot say.
Maybe
I
I'm
hope he cries on stream when he
something.
sees his new co-host in multiple pieces. That would make me come. Says
Okay.
the guy
I don't know who the fuck that is.
who has dubstep enjoyer, pro Second Amendment,
What?
sock them, Globe Twitter, DGG for life, which for those of you who don't know is Destiny's online community. That's what they.
Wow, he's really engaging with Destiny a lot now. That's interesting.
That's what it's called. Is DGG. American
Sure.
exceptionalist, 40K, Las Vegas Sphere's strongest soldier, Ukrainian
Who's this guy? Why are you like reading this off?
American.
Okay. Cool beans, man. I like it.
Just a real mentally stable guy.
True.
Clearly. Fantasizing about like some fucking 19-year-old Yemeni kid getting blown to bits by American weapons.
Cool.
Okay?
Okay.
Here's the thing. And I mentioned this before, and I'm going to be as charitable as I physically, humanly, possibly can here.
All right, do it. Thanks,
I
Daddy.
talked about this earlier without actually mentioning this person or the, thousands of other comments that I saw. Okay?
Okay. It's got like those Mama Max pauses. What's going on here?
I talked about this earlier. You only have this perspective because you don't have all the nice things that you're supposed to have. Okay?
I don't know what that means.
The thing is, we don't have healthcare. We don't have infrastructure.
Wait, what? I'm confused. What the fuck is he talking about? He's saying that we only have this perspective because we have bad healthcare. We're not
LMO956
comfortable
super
enough.
chatted $5. It's crazy how Hasan can claim Islamophobia when people criticize piracy and terrorism.
Yeah, true. I guess.
We don't have, decent prospects for education. Education being the most important step in upward social mobility. Our material conditions here in the United States are not great. Okay?
Okay.
So when you don't have any of those things, yeah, his location says Langley, Virginia. Shut the fuck up, chatters. When you don't have those things, I get it. Oh, he's a Fed. Okay, you got it. You're great. You noticed that. Fine. That's why he's probably memeing. But my point is broader than this, okay?
Okay.
My point is broader than this. When you don't have any of those nice things that you're supposed to have, and the only thing you have to show for American empire is just more dead children, more dead brown children overseas, okay? That's the only thing that you get. That's the dying rattle of a the death rattle of a dying empire. It's the last thing that you can get excited about is like, yeah, well, at least we're killing people. At least we're killing people overseas. And it's kind of sad.
Kind of base, dude. Kind of
Because
base.
a lot of people don't realize that if we weren't spending so much time and effort doing that, we could perhaps use some of those funds on saving ourselves.
So just to be clear, one, we still have the funds to be able to implement like healthcare, even though we're spending a lot of money fighting wars overseas, which is he's saying. Number two, if we don't try to be the world police, then Russia and China do, and they are objectively worse than us. Criticize America all you want. You should criticize us. That's what makes us so great is that you're allowed to, but you can't really criticize anybody in Russia or China. They don't have the freedom to even have literal elections. So, like, yeah, it's a good thing. With all our flaws, it's a good thing that we're the ones that are policing the world. The place that says, hey, gay and trans people are A-OK, and women should have rights. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, of course. But we literally have the better values. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Like, criticize the bad shit, but it's just like you never have any positive thing to say. about it. I don't understand, but okay.
On making American
Very
lives
good commentary.
a little bit better. Okay? Brother, please don't give these people too much credit. They're just racist. They don't care about all that. No, but where does racism come from?
Dude. It
talk
comes
about-
from white people, obviously.
Racist people as well. Okay? Where does that racism come from? The goal as a leftist, as a socialist,
As a leftist,
person,
as a progressive
is supposed
leftist
to be
socialist person of color.
changing the underlying material conditions so that it is
shit. Are you
harder to become a
serious?
racist person, okay? That you're not radicalized by your circumstance.
I think it should be easier, frankly. It's so much fun.
I know that these guys are not charitable, okay? But you have to
Okay.
still remember that there is a broader
Yeah, you gotta remember, guys, I'm better than everybody.
structural problem in the United States of America that churns out these results.
Okay, and there's no of those similar issues in other countries, though? Or just America, or what's up?
Sure, the American super profits that we all benefit from make it so that our radical supremacist psychos rarely ever, become ISIS.
Become?
Right? Because we have the West
fuck, what'd I just do?
Church here, but what do? They LARP, and then they turn around and they go to Applebee's and they get $5 jalapeno poppers. That's
What the fuck is he talking about?
what our
How does he go onto this rant? Like, how is it so unhinged?
radical fundamentalist religious
Is he just looking to fill up the time that he has in his slot? I don't understand.
psychos do. Okay?
Okay.
And then sometimes a mass shooting. But for the most part, that's what our radical fundamentalist psychos do.
Okay.
Because the material conditions are relatively better.
Okay. Okay. That's the argument. The material conditions are better, and that's what makes people less racist. Okay. Sure. Maybe.
But it's not
But
good
it's
enough.
not a good
the
enough.
fact that there
dude.
are still
If we had better material conditions, things would be better. Maybe he might be right about that. I just feel like this has kind of gotten into this weird area.
reactionary weirdos out there implies that we have a lot of issues
Reactionary
to solve.
weirdos.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is what I want to examine.
Very cool. Very cool, brother. Very
That
cool.
is what I want to work on.
Cool beans, man. Okay. You like children's at Applebee's? That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I'll go to Applebee's today. I'm with my mom. Because they have like that $15 unlimited wings thing. Ooh.
Yeah, no amount of bombing Yemen is going to cause you to get your job back after getting laid off. No amount of bombing Yemen or opening up new fronts is going to turn your life around. You're just going to, for a brief moment, feel like you dominated someone.
I don't think anybody. I think this is just some edgy fucking moron on the internet. Why are you giving it so much attention as if this is the majority of America? Most Americans just don't care about what's going on in the other around the world.
Who is significantly
Okay.
less than you. And that's it. You think spiritually we've actually achieved something here, but we have not.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Bad. Thanks, guy. Thanks, brother. Thanks, cool guy. Appreciate that. Handsome guy. Handsome man.
And
What does
before
this
people
do?
turn
Oh,
around
that's not good.
and say things of this nature like, oh, don't you agree with these guys? Don't you agree with everything they're doing? Don't you agree with all of that?
with my balls?
If that is your framework,
What the
we can
fuck
have a
are you talking
conversation on those boundaries. You cannot come to me and say
I already have.
you're an Islamist, fundamentalist, terrorism supporting piece of shit. Go back to Turkey and the like.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then turn around and go, but actually I was simply making a reasonable argument about the motivation
How come I hear Turkish people all the time saying Turkey's the best country in the world, but then they live here? I don't really get that. That's just a question I have. But
of this 19-year-old or Hasan's interest in interviewing him. Because that's not what you said. You said,
you said,
that
"Hey,
you said.
what a wonderful
If you
time
wanted
to
to say something
play."
else, you would have said something else. But you didn't say those things. You said the thing that you said.
Yep.
So why?
I don't
Why
know.
is it that so many of you rush to act as though there is an underlying
There's so many of us, man. It's one Twitter guy, like one weird Twitter fan of Destiny.
broader point here when time and time again this person has demonstrated that they are genuinely Islamophobic. They've said it themselves. I mean, that's their perspective.
Well, usually when Destiny says he's Islamophobic, it's that he hates all religions. So, which is, I mean, it's consistent. I can appreciate it. I don't think it's quite like I have a particularly negative thing about blah 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 blah. And people in non-Western countries tend to be more religious. So, you know, I mean, whatever.
Here, I'll run a quick, easy search here.
You do
okay?
it. Thanks, bro. I appreciate
Destiny
that.
addresses, I said Destiny Islamophobia. Destiny addresses the Islamophobia allegations.
Oh.
Very, very clear here. I want to be very, very, very clear here because people seem to misunderstand this. People don't get this. Destiny's joke borders pretty hard on Islamophobia. I am Islamophobic and I hate Islam. I'm an atheist. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I will make Islamophobic jokes because I do hate Islam and I am Islamophobic. Very, very clear here.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to hate Islam. It makes sense to hate Christianity. These are like, you know, I love God, but they are constantly oppressing children with shitty age of consent, women, and LGBTQ people. Why? Like, Hasan knows this. It makes sense for him to be like, I hate these religions. What does it matter? Okay.
It took me 3.5 seconds to come to this.
Whoa, dude, that, holy fuck, I came to it in 7 seconds, dude. You're a fucking
It
legend.
took me 3.5 seconds to find this.
Whoa.
Okay? It's not that difficult. Like,
Okay. Obviously, you know what he's saying, though. You know that he's criticizing religion in general there, so, yeah.
This is a genuine motivator for his framework. That's it.
Okay, I guess. I think he just doesn't like religion because it's oppressive. Like, you agree with that. There was religious people in America that, you know, banned abortion in conservative states. It's the religious people in America that were trying to ban gay marriage. Like, you understand what he's saying. You know, you could say, I don't like the way he says it because I think that it does a disservice to the conversation. That's fine. That makes sense to say something like that. But you know what he's saying. So when you intentionally misconstrued it, it makes you look stupid.
To make this assertion that this is a defensible position is no different than the very same interlocutors that he used to own in the marketplace of ideas, the likes of the Sam Harris types in the past.
What?
So don't come in here and try to moralize it. Don't come in here and try. It's out of context, Lamau.
No, it's in context. It's perfectly in context. Everything he's saying, it's not even out of context. It's just that he's refusing to actually engage with the context on purpose, I think. It's just a criticism on religions. So, which Hasan does criticize religion. So, at least the like Christianity, as long as it's an American religion, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, cool beans, man.
He literally thought Erdogan was the Palestinian president. He's a fucking joke. I know.
I know, dude. That's what I've been saying for years, dude. Alan Wan.
So we can't claim
that guy sounds Asian.
Big
How the fuck is he going to think he's a Palestinian president?
member.
Hey, thank you so much for the membership, brother. I appreciate that.
clip chimping? I don't know. I don't know how to watch a full-blown kick clip overall.
You die, dude. Come on. I gotta kill this death guy or I'm gonna get fucking, I'm gonna lose. I won. Beat him. Oh my god, I did it. He's just drinking water right now, so it's taking a while. Sorry, guys.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Schizo's live reacting, so there'll be brain dead? Sure.
Okay. Oh, I can see you only have to make it 15 minutes. Cool beans. Is that it?
About the platforming and interview.
Oh.
What do you think about the action?
just
and all of
okay.
it and why? Let me know in those comments down below. And then there's even more news that we got to talk about today, but I got to take a second to pay some bills. Because let's face it.
Best bet, Hasan's finally mentioning Destiny after he spoke with Alex Jones, someone bigger than him. No, he's been talking about Destiny for a little while now. For the past couple of months, he's been talking to his the people that don't like him or talking about them, which is probably probably not the smartest thing to do. Because he had this very like no free cloud kind of thing. I'm not going to talk about other people kind of a thing, which worked out for him. And I feel like this is probably not very smart. But
anyway,
what are you going to do about it? Huh?
Also, who cares? No, I'm in clips where he directly says Islamophobic things will convince those who defend him that he's wrong. No, I know, which is why I usually don't spend a lot of time.
I know.
On this kind of thing.
I know, dude. I know, dude.
Actual journalists like Ryan Grimmer retweeting your interview. Meanwhile, global emoji liberals are speedrunning 2001 Islamophobia in your mentions.
Exactly. I know. Exactly. You got to retweet, and that's cool. And then like Islamophobia. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, shh. Sheesh. It's funny. It's crazy, dude. I'm
This is
fucking
it? What is
shitting my
this?
pants right now.
Honestly, I'm pro-genocide. It sounds really, really shitty, but like I think that Israel should just drop its fucking borders about where it is now, and basically Palestinians can go live in another place. It's really shitty, but like that's about.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. You 100.
Is that somebody told me that Destiny said that, and I could be wrong. I don't know, but somebody said that, and the reason I laughed is because I this is what my understanding is, but I could be wrong. Is that Destiny said that because he was talking to people who wouldn't really let him get a word in edgewise, so he just said some wild shit so that they would get shocked, and then he said his regular opinion. Because my understanding of Destiny's opinion, when it comes to Israel Palestine, which makes sense, and I guess I share it, is that there should be a two-state solution because these two groups can't really exist together right now. They hate each other too much, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think it's a hot take, honestly. So,
100% you can say that. If you are a supporter of Israel, you can say that as a joke, seriously, and
yeah, it's a
you're
joke,
not going to suffer repercussions for that.
Also, Destiny.
Bashar al-Assad, is that this guy?
Oh god, he got a thing wrong. Fuck. Didn't Hasan justify the Russia invading Ukraine because it was their land? It was Russia's land, without knowing that, without understanding that Russia genocided Ukrainians to take that land by starving them out. So I don't understand. I mean, it sounds like a silly little mistake, But what does it really matter?
Fuck, wait, who is this? Who are these people? Fuck, am I supposed to know? This isn't him. Oh, Erdogan. Erdogan. Is it Erdogan? Erdogan?
Oh, okay. This doesn't seem like a big deal. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck this guy's name.
Why should he know? Why should he know these things? That's the whole point.
Isn't he learning in that time, though? He's like, oh, who is this? Is this that person? Oh, I don't really know. He's not like he's playing. I don't see the big deal here.
If you are directly motivated by racist screeds,
what?
And that is your substitute for Middle Eastern policy, I mean, there's plenty of evidence that you can compile from mainstream media that you can use to justify your framework. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. You don't have to know.
Okay.
You think fucking Klansmen know the intricacies of black culture or black existence?
Oh shit! Destiny's basically a clan member at this point. Holy fuck!
In America? No, of course not.
That's
they don't.
crazy. Okay.
Why should they? If they did, they probably wouldn't have those positions.
Destiny mispronounces a name and doesn't know who the leader of a thing is. Oh, this guy's a fucking terrorist.
That's my point.
Destiny not liking religion equals terrorism, guys. Holy fuck! Wait until the Christians find out that he doesn't like them either.
The difference, however, is that in the United States of America, there are a lot of people, as a consequence of the 20-year affair that is known as the War on Terror, and all of the media training that was necessary for people to...
Hey, when we pulled out of Afghanistan, didn't they go right back to oppressing women? Or am I just fucking crazy? I'm just wondering. I mean, we're acting like there's no valid criticisms of some of these other cultures. And it's not because they're Islamic. It's because religion in general being the center point of your fucking mentality or your structure for your country is oppressive to people. So
either turn the other cheek, look the other way, or directly champion that war on terror have been brain poisoned into thinking that every Muslim is this barbarian freak that deserves...
Yeah, people think it's a massive own to point out Destiny learning stuff when he streams literally. Yeah, he streams his research. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Cleansing. So my point is, there are a lot of people that agree with this framework, and they not think
fucking super racist,
about
I guess.
what they are saying, what they are defending.
This guy's this is just a Destiny meltdown moment. I thought he was going to talk about this whole thing, and he's ranting now. He's fucking seething.
Think about this as, haha, whatever, who gives a shit? I can't wait for his new Wikipedia research stream so that I can actually develop my positions, even though I'm just basically... going to...
Not even if you dislike Destiny, he's just exponentially more research than you do. What are you talking about? Part of it that he does is read through Wikipedia. It's actually a pretty decent source of information. It tends to have things sourced out. So and then didn't he for 2 weeks sit on there and through Israel and Palestine conflict, figure out all the history of it by looking at Wikipedia and then all the sources connected to it and then this and that? Is that not enough, or is everything just a conspiracy if it doesn't agree with Hasan?
Repeat. Whatever he's saying. It sucks. I just simply want charitability, okay?
No, but you're not doing the same for him, so why would he give it to you?
Charitability. That's all I ask for.
That's all I ask for. Damn, he broke off his relationship with Ethan. Now he's going back talking about Hasan. He's giving out that free clout. Only a matter of time before he references me and calls me fat again. It's pretty based.
When did he become president?
When did he
of Israel?
become?
Previous-
Oh no.
That's it.
Cool. Damn, this really is just a what they call a clip chimp stream for him. Damn. Hey, what's up? Yeah, the Hasan's research, Israel bombed the hospital, even though like all evidence points to them not bombing the hospital. I love the part where, and Hasan just proves himself wrong, where there was that one part where it's like, oh, we can't even test the ground site, and we can't even test the parts that came from the missile because the fucking, because Hamas like took them away. It's like, okay, yeah, you'd think that since they covered all that up, that's why. Then it proves that it wasn't America, because then they would be able to go and do a test on it. It's just like, you don't even make sense. Oh, we're not going to be able to confirm who shot the missile unless we go find the parts that Hamas like took away. Wow, I wonder why they took it away. I wonder why they got rid of the parts. I wonder why they got rid of the missile parts. Oh, could it be? Could it be because it wasn't America, or wasn't Israel? Excuse me, that shot the missile, and so they wanted to hide the evidence. Oh, who the fucking would have thought that?
It's going to be so annoying anytime you pull up a page on Wiki. No, I mean, I use Wikipedia as well, okay? Please don't misunderstand me.
What? Wait, what do you mean then? What do you mean don't misunderstand you? What do you mean then?
I sometimes even look at Reddit. The reason he hates people like you because you're raising the quality bar as a musical? No, I don't even care. You can be a music school dropout, which alone doesn't mean much, but he's also profoundly lazy. I don't even think he's profoundly lazy.
What are you talking about? Destiny puts in more work than most other people. What is Hasan's credentials that he feels like he's more qualified to talk about these things? Being Turkish?
I don't believe those things. I don't agree with those things.
If you want to call me lazy, that's fine. I mean, I'm fucking... what the fuck?
Okay, maybe he's probably a little lazy, but being a music school dropout doesn't automatically disqualify you, okay? Oh, I fucking went to school for this. Who cares? Okay?
Did Hasan go to school for this? Is that what he did or something?
That doesn't make me more knowledgeable automatically. I think that the
what did Hasan go to school for?
Inherent biases that one has legitimately causes one to see things in a very narrow focus. Okay?
Cool.
Whether it be the personal biases that Destiny has towards me, which he has also obviously openly admitted way back in the day. Those Reddit logs or those DGG posts are still...
Oh, he went to school for political science and communication studies, so that means that he's more qualified than anybody else to talk about everything going on right now. Weird, because he just runs defense for... Well, he just basically says anything anti-West, so...
Much available for all that want to see it, where he's like so upset about Hasan's success, I made him, blah, 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 right?
What? Well, I mean, wasn't there, like, he got interviewed by somebody, I forget who, and then Hasan's like, yeah, I basically created the landscape, which is just, like, weird for him to lie about. Yeah, I was the first person to merge video games and politics. It's just a weird thing Hasan lies about.
But here's the thing.
Here's my thing, okay?
Here's the thing.
I'm listening.
Before I get to the heated Israel versus Palestine debate with Bassem Youssef again,
okay,
it's not the fact that he's a music school dropout that makes him bad or not knowledgeable. There are plenty of brilliant people that didn't go to college, and there are plenty of dumbasses who did go to college. I'm a dumbass who went to college.
I agree.
Okay? Doesn't mean shit.
Clearly.
The issue is, if you...
I know he doesn't actually think that. He just says that so it makes him seem like he's a little bit more humble. Like, he's like, oh, see, I'm humble. I'm a dumbass, blah, blah, blah. You know?
You have these incredible biases. It actually neuters your commentary. It's ironic because many people say I have a bias against America, that I'm
yes, you do.
America bad and America bad only, and that's my
1000%.
only commentary
pretty much
on the subject.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's not the only commentary I have on the subject. There's plenty of historical background that I provide
yes, sir.
for why I make statements.
Not really.
When I do make said statements. Okay?
Okay.
And anytime I engage in some level of description, anytime I engage in a contextualization, people immediately go, oh, you're defending the bad actions, and you like the bad actions because America decided they were bad, and you're bad. You hate America.
True.
Okay? There's so much more.
So much, guys. I've been saying this for years.
Anytime I give historical context, people say I'm rambling as well.
I've been giving this for years. I've been saying this for years, dude.
Stop
I've already talked about the ways in which he's America bad in this video, so I'm not going to reiterate them.
Conversation dead in his tracks. Just agree with me.
I'm trying not to be too redundant in my videos lately. You know?
Same principle behind going, you're a terrorist supporter. You support terrorism. Why would you cover this conversation? Why would you have a conversation with a person? Why would you even humanize them? They're a terrorist. They love
didn't you poop on
slavery. They love doing slavery. I bet they love doing slavery. And it's like, you don't know any of those things. You made this assertion.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about with the slavery
remark. The leading motivator when making such an assertion in your mind was racism.
True. I'm always thinking about racism.
That's it.
All I'm thinking about all the time. Racism.
It's a quick way to just immediately shut
Look,
off
a Naruto
anyone
fox.
who is even remotely intellectually curious.
Intellectually curious, dude.
And is the easiest way for you to see issues with a slant.
Right. Whoa! Bro, why you gotta criticize Asian people? What the fuck?
That causes you
That's
to
fucking
not fully
racist. This guy's a piece
the
of shit.
situation on the ground.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, that was out of pocket,
Folks,
my
if
bad.
you're coming in here and you've
I'm definitely
never
coming.
watched me before or you've only seen clips of me, I urge you to stick around. Because I promise you.
But how many new viewers does he feel like he has?
Okay. Beyond the massaged narratives off of 8-second clips, you will develop a
Didn't you just do that? Didn't you just do that to Destiny, though? What? Okay, whatever.
much better understanding of what I support
Okay.
and what I advocate for and where I'm coming from.
Oh, probably from penis.
Okay?
Okay.
I am first and foremost going to be charitable, no matter what. And I do admit that over the course of the past couple of years, the relentless attacks have made me infinitely less charitable to those, and it makes me feel as though, sometimes, inappropriately, that any contentious chatter is actually a bad faith debater. Okay? Interesting you say that, but
it's weird that this just feels like the fall of Hasan. I don't know why.
then do the exact same. The D-Man use 8 seconds of clips against them. So mad, Omega Law.
True.
I think that is a charitable and honest framework that I have withstood time and time again. If Destiny wanted, to present himself a little bit better, I assume he wouldn't personally say vicious things time and time again.
That's kind of true. Okay.
But I don't think that there's any way that I can convince you that
Destiny was live watching this? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
he is Islamophobic, for example.
That's funny.
Okay.
Damn, shit's going to go fucking crazy this year. It's going to be a wild year, guys. I could already tell. This is going to be a fucking wild year. I
can't.
I'm the dog. I'm the dog that cop that yes. You know what I'm talking about? I'm Hasan's dead dog.
Because I think you agree with
Yes.
that. That's the point.
Did you kill yourself to get away from Hasan? Yes. Did you like it when Hasan's mom made you chicken? No. Right? Do I sound like him? Sorry, that's a little mean. That's a little mean. Sorry, brother.
But it's okay.
But you call me fat, so I'm so sad still. Even though you said it 2 years ago or whatever. It makes me so upset. I'm just like, so if you're fat, your internalized fat phobia has really destroyed my confidence and my conscience. And then you only platform like attractive people that look like Timothee Chalamet on your platform. It's kind of fucked up. Bing bing. Steam achievement. Listen to Hasan ramble for 40 minutes. Whoa, Steam. That's fucking cool. I don't think Destiny cares about optics, but of course he doesn't, but he probably should a little more. Okay. All right, cool video, man. That one was cool. My favorite one yet.